guys, what's going on? So in this video, basically, I am going to be talking about something that I saw on the forums that, I at least wanted to give my opinions about. But before I go into that, I wanted to show you guys something cool that I picked up yesterday. And I got it on right now, and it's this right here, Voltron. Now, I got it at Wally World, so I shop at Wally World, for anyone that wants to know. But anyways, yeah, to see that they had like a Voltron shirt, like I know like Walmart tries to bring in retro type graphic t-shirts, so I could always appreciate that. So I swing by to see what they have, because there's certain things that I like and certain things that I don't. I did not get the Powerline shirt. I was trying to find that shirt so badly. If you guys don't know what Powerline is, it's from a Goofy movie, like the first one, and it's the singer that Max idolizes. But I couldn't find a Powerline shirt. And then I ran into this, Voltron, and I'm like, oh my god, I was a major fan of Voltron when I was a kid. I literally was like heartbroken when, and I know my dad tried, so it's not his fault. He tried to find me a Voltron action figure, but they were so hard to find when I was a kid, and I ended up getting like a big box of like different types of Ninja Turtle action figures, the 4 Ninja Turtles, foot soldiers, vehicles, weaponry, things like that. So, my dad was an awesome father, is an awesome father, and I know he tried hard to find Voltron for me. It was just, I know it was so hard to find, but I was a major fan of Voltron when I was a kid growing up, and so yeah, when I saw the shirt, I had to grab it. But anyways, on to the topic. So in this forum I was reading on, they were talking about how portable gaming is dying. It is dying because smartphones are basically portable gamers now. And it is true. You can download an emulator and play just about any game on Android. And so that does kind of like take the thunder away from getting portable consoles. But for me, it's a little bit different from playing on a phone versus playing on the actual console that it's for. I don't know what it is, but me personally, this could be totally subjective. I just feel like playing the game on the console that it's made for. You get a better, more enriched experience than playing on a smartphone. So I have 3 of my consoles here. I'm not rich, so I don't own every portable console there ever was. I would love to, but I don't. And my very favorite one that I'm using a lot right now is this right here. This is the Sega Genesis Ultimate Portable Game Player. And it basically has a list of games from the Sega Genesis and that you can play on here. Now, I don't know who came up with the playlist. I can't be greedy because this is totally subjective, but some of these games I haven't heard of. I may check them out one day when I feel like just being, when I feel like just checking them out. But some of the ones that I play on here that, are from my childhood that I played a lot of, Alex the Kid, Altered Beast, Arrow Flash. You have Chakan. Chakan scared crap out of me. That game just really freaked me out. Columns, basically the Columns series, it was Sega's version to combat Tetris. It was a really nice game. I really like playing that game just to have like a puzzle type game. A Comic Zone, probably one of my top 10 of 2D scroll beat 'em up games. I really love that. And then so you have Golden Axe 1, 2, and 3. I was shocked to see they had all 3 versions of Golden Axe on here because I never actually got Golden Axe for my Sega Genesis, but I probably spent well over $1,000 at the arcade playing that game. When we used to play with quarters. Put quarters in, 1 quarter got you 1 gameplay. I don't know if you guys remember that. Kid Chameleon is a pretty awesome game. I remember that game. I rented it a lot from Blockbuster, if you guys remember Blockbuster. They got all 3 versions of Mortal Kombat on here, so you can play MK1, 2, and 3. They also have Pac-Panic, which is Sega being able to get Pac-Man onto the Sega Genesis. So I don't know if you guys remember those days. Phantasy Star 2 and 3. Now those 2 games, if my older sister sees this video, it's absolutely funny. We used to make fun of it a lot because it was the first time I ever played an RPG game. And there's a character on Phantasy Star 2 that joins your team, and her name is Nay. And then when you get into a battle sequence scene, every time you choose Nay and you select for her to fight, it will say Nay can't fight. So we used to laugh at that. Plus, they had like weird items you collected, like a dynamite, hide a pipe, and all kinds of other stuff. It was just weird. So you also have Shinobi 3, probably my favorite Shinobi title that was released. Sonic Spinball, Sonic and Knuckles, Sonic 1 and 2. They don't have Sonic 3, but that's just because Sonic and Knuckles is an adaptation of Sonic 3. Just it allowed you to finally play as Knuckles when Knuckles was first introduced in Sonic 3. Like, everyone wanted to play him because he was obviously a new character and a secret character, and he had some great abilities. Like, he was able to fly. Like, well, not really fly. He soared in a way. But yeah, and in his when you hit like certain areas, like weak structures, he was able to bust through them because he had these thorns on his knuckles that can break through things. So yeah, pretty awesome Sonic. I'm a major Sonic fan. So and then you got Virtua Fighter 2. So that's one of the things that I like about this portable console. And the main thing that I like about it too is that it's light. It's super light. So if you're holding this for long periods of time gaming, it's not going to weigh your hands down and make it feel so heavy. So definitely a good pickup. Another console that I have that I try to keep in good condition is my DSi. I still have Pokemon Black version 2 in here that I was playing. The stylus is somewhere in my house. I got to find it. But the stylus goes right there. But I have extra styluses for it. And I love this console just in the fact that it has that front-facing camera and rear-facing camera, so you can actually have some fun with games that require you using the camera or just doodling or whatever. Pretty good. It has Wi-Fi connectivity, so that's a plus. And it's in fairly good condition. I try to keep these consoles in good condition so I can pass them down to my kids. And my final console that I own and is actually modded. Because I will, I'm trying to ask my brother-in-law if he can mod this one for me, because he really knows how to mod Nintendo products. Okay, he modded my Wii for me, and this one he modded also. Now this is my 3DS, and this is the second one that I play if I'm not playing the Sega Portable. With this one, I have a few games for it. I think one that's in here right now is Super Smash Bros. So I have that for for the 3DS. And this is not the 3DS XL, this is the regular 3DS. But then also, too, some games that I have on here. I have Streets of Rage 2. I have Afterburner 2, so those are Sega games. And I have Super Street Fighter 4. Pokemon Yellow version for Game Boy. And Hyrule Warriors. So I have those on here, and the reason I'm showing you that is because those ones I didn't necessarily get from the Nintendo eShop. I mean, you can get games on here, you can buy them, but my awesome brother-in-law actually helped me get that, which is where you can get these things at a really good bargain, and so that's where I've been getting my games from. But other than that, yeah, this console to me is probably like a really top one. So. Anyone out there that says that portables are dying, to me that's subjective. Whether you like to play it on your smartphone or you like actually having the original portable consoles is your decision. But for me, I would rather play my portable games on a portable console rather than on a smartphone. I mean, I know the emulators are really good on Android, but I just don't think they bring the same type of feeling and richness of gaming, such as the original console that they come on, or even a console that has an emulator to run an older type game from like the Nintendo days or the Game Boy days. But for this one is my favorite just because of the nostalgia. Playing Sega games. And like one last thing that I probably didn't mention is that if there's a game that you want that's not on the list of playable games on this console, you have an SD card port right there, and you can run games off the SD card. So that is the last cool thing about this console. So yeah, that's my collection of portable game consoles. If you guys enjoyed this video, let me know. Oh my gosh, my daughter's painting is coming off. I gotta fix that. But let me know what games you guys like to play, or what games you would recommend that I get for the 3DS or the DSi, or even a Sega game that I may not have checked out when I was a kid that was pretty awesome. Leave it in the comment section of the video. Drop a like if you guys enjoyed this video. And yeah, I'll talk to you guys later.